Welcome to Cherry Tree Plays. What's going on, everybody? I hope all of you guys are having a great and or wonderful day. I'm just going to lower that volume a little bit for you guys. So this is going to be the first episode on this channel, and I just wanted to do an introduction for you guys real quick. I don't want to make it too long or too lengthy, but what I will be doing is I'll be posting a series of gameplays that I play throughout the day on my phone. I'll be showing you guys the way I like to play, some new games that you guys may not have heard of or seen that are really fun, and I'll be showing you some strategies if you already know about these games. And pretty much I'm no expert at any of these games. I'm just a guy who really likes to play strategy games, and that's what this channel is all about. So if you like strategy games, if you like commentary, if you like just watching and learning some new things, then you're more than welcome to stay tuned. Now, without further ado, let me introduce you to Polytopia. So this game was created, I'm going to show you guys right now, it was created by Midijwan, or Midijwan, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Apparently he's a one-man indie game studio in Sweden. So you guys can hit him up on Instagram or Twitter. He has links if you download his app. It's available on the iPhone and Android systems, right? You can even buy clothing if you really like this game, if you know about it. So this is a strategy game, and the way it works is you have two game modes. You have perfection and you have domination. So for most of you guys who have pretty much just been alive for like at least like 8 years or less, you've heard of the game chess. This isn't exactly like chess, but it has a similar strategy concept where you move around pieces or you move around certain things across a game board, and you have to take out the enemy's pieces. In this case, it's tribes. You have to take out the enemy's tribes in order to win the game. So we have two. We have perfection, like I said, and domination. Perfection, I really don't play too often. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I just don't really see it being something that has interested me. I'll show you guys here. I tried it once with one of the tribes, and I didn't really enjoy it. But I really, really, really love domination. As you can see, I have all my tribes at 3 stars. For you new guys, I'm going to be giving you like a brief, quick rundown as to kind of like what all this is. For you guys who have actually played Polytopia, then you'll know that getting the 3 stars is a pain in the butt, but it is achievable. I'm showing you guys right here. It's possible. It just takes a lot of patience. Like, it took me about 3 hours to do it. The tribes that were the worst were this one, and I would have to say this one for getting the 3 stars. Now, if you're downloading this game for the first time, you're not going to start out with all of these all these tribes. You're going to start off with the Xinzi or Xinshi. I don't know how to pronounce them. I'm not Chinese, unfortunately. The Imperius, which has really cool music. The Bardur. Don't barter me, man. I don't want to be bartered. And the Umaji. That was corny. I'm sorry. And the Umaji tribe. The rest of the tribes you have to buy. They range from anywhere from like $1 to like $3 or $2 or something like that. It's for the type of game it is, really fun. I thought it was worth it. I bought all the tribes for like $7. So today I'm going to be showing you guys a simple gameplay. I'm going to start off with with one of my favorite tribes, which is the Bardur. And I'm just going to be doing a simple gameplay for all you new guys. Now, I'm going to do this one. Usually I like to play on crazy mode, but just for like tutorial-ish reasons, I'm going to play still with I'm not going to make this too long. I'll do a quick game. I'll do a game with 3 opponents, and I'll do it on normal mode. I will be having more episodes out, so if anybody's already experienced in Polytopia, then if you don't really enjoy like watching me kind of like do like the easy games, that's cool. I will be doing more, and they will get more advanced. This one is just more of an introduction into the game. So let me explain what all this is, because when I first saw it, I was like, what the hell is going on here? So again, it's not chess. It's a strategy. It's still a strategy game, but it is, as you can see, there is a board here. Now, you're probably wondering, you're probably like, okay, Cherry Tree, why is the board all white, and why can I only see like a few squares, or like like a 5x5 tile? So the reason why is you start out and you actually have to build units, which is this guy that I just highlighted for you guys. You have to build these units, and when you're building these units, you will eventually be able to start venturing out, and you'll be able to see what this territory that's hidden right now, what's under this fog, or whatever these are, clouds, I guess, or whatever. They look cool. I don't know what they are, but they look cool. So you can start with any tribe. I chose the Bardur. What I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna show you guys. So what we have here, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown. We have first of all, we have the menu. So here you can adjust your audio, you can adjust your ambiance, you can adjust the tribe music. You can turn on suggestions. I have it off because it gets annoying. I already know kind of how to play the whole game, and it gets a little irritating. You can also have information about the things you're building. So now we have here the game stats. So in domination mode, opposed to perfection mode, you have to, as it says here, wipe all the other tribes from the face of the whole entire board. So there's only one tribe that's going to come out of this, right? This is where you're graded on how fast you beat the game, not in terms of time, but in terms of how many turns it takes you. All the tribes you killed, how hard the game is, so your difficulty rating, and it will show you the tribes. Right now they're all unknown because we haven't ran into any of them. However, we'll begin to see some of them as we play. Now, this is our warrior. Warrior is the most basic unit in the game. He can only move one tile at a time. He cannot do like 2 squares. The only time he can do 2 squares is if he's attacking an enemy and if he kills the enemy. If he does not destroy the enemy, then he cannot move anything more than 1 square. So I'm going to move him in this direction, and we're going to start exploring. Now, since this is turn 0, what I like to do to start out my game is get one thing from my city. Now, that thing I just got was an animal. That was called hunting. So the Bardur start off with different technologies. I didn't get into that. That should have been the first thing I got into. So these are techs. The techs help you out with learning different things. So the Bardur, as you can see right here, it's highlighted in green. They start out with hunting. Hunting's really cool because you can actually start to harvest animals and I guess kill the animals, and it gives you population for your city. Population is very important because the only way you're going to be able to beat the game is if you have a high economy and a really big military. And the way to get the big military is to have the really big base, right? So you can learn different things. All these texts, though, as you can see, they have red. The reason why they have red is because you need stars. So as you can see in the very top end of the screen, it says stars. It has your score. It has stars, which is +2 every turn. That's how much you're getting per turn. And right now I only have 1 star because I used 2 for a warrior, and I used 2 to kill that bear-looking dog thing, whatever that is, which apparently you can ride on, like this guy. Now, first turn is very simple. I'm going to end it. And the way you do that is you just click that check mark. So I kind of gave you guys the basics. I'm not going to do too much. I'm going to do talking, but I'm not going to like bore you guys. I'm going to show you guys how the game actually works. But I am going to point out a lot of the important stuff and give you a few FYIs. If anybody has any questions about the game after I do this gameplay, that some things I might have missed, might not have touched on, or might have missed, leave it in the comment section below and just let me know what you wanted to ask while I was playing. All right. So now we're on turn number 2. So I'm going to move him here and get that guy there. So now the city just leveled up. This is important to know. You can now when you get these, when you hunt or when you do anything that's going to give you population, like you can chop those trees, you can harvest those fish, harvest those blueberries or fruits, whatever they are. As your city is upgrading, you can get either more stars, you can get city walls, you can get giants. There's so many things you can get that can be beneficial to you beating the game. I always I don't know how you guys like to play for the experienced guys, but I always like to go for the workshop. It's all about the economy for me, especially in the beginning, because it's very hard to get stars. Now, I'm going to end this turn. Okay, again, now what we just saw here is a village. So the cool thing about villages is, I don't know if you guys ever played Civilization Revolution, but it's a game where it has a very similar concept to that game. And what you do is you have to actually move your warrior on top of that village square right here. Once you do that and you wait a turn, you can capture the village, and then that village will turn into one of these cities. Just going to be a very basic city, and you have to upgrade it. So now I'm going to move him. Okay, no city. Damn. All right. I'm just going to kind of stock up on some stars and just build up my military to do a lot of exploring. Guys, if you're playing this game, you got to understand from the very beginning, it's all about expanding. You cannot stay in one city. Otherwise, other tribes are just going to wreck you. That's just how it is. Now, I just got the climbing tech. The reason why I love the climbing tech and why I usually go for it first is exactly what you just saw. The mountains, the climbing allows you to go into mountains. Mountains give you a higher visibility, so you can find enemy tribes, you can find new villages like this one. So it saves you a lot of time, even though you've got to pay stars for it. It saves you a lot of time because now you at least know your direction. A lot of times in the game, you can make certain moves by in this white territory that can really hurt you. So I feel like the sooner you get to see the whole entire map, the better off you are long term in the game. All right, let's end that turn. Bam, just captured that village like I was just explaining to you guys. And again, you can upgrade these cities. It starts off as a very basic city. Bam, more visibility. Look at that. 2 back to back. This is a really good map. Now, I'm going to capture that city next. It's very important to get your star power up. So I'm going to upgrade this city to get more stars. I'm just going to show you guys the game stats. Still, we haven't found those other tribes. We can see that I'm in first place. And that little 2 in parentheses right there by my name, that means that I have 2 cities. So anytime you see that number there, that's the amount of cities you have. My speed, you can see 4 turns and all that stuff, all that jazz. It just updates you and lets you know what's going on. All right, coolio. Bam. Just got this city. We're off to a pretty good start, guys. I'm just saying. The game's I mean, this is normal mode, but so far so good. So let's just not jinx anything. And another village and ruins. I will show you guys what ruins does in a moment, as soon as I can get over there. Gonna hunt. Gonna get another tech. I want to get the forestry tech next turn. I'll explain to you guys why. Okay. Going straight for that. Forestry allows you to cut down trees, which we obviously have here, which will then allow you to get even more population for your village, which will allow you to upgrade it even faster. And that's not good. So it is and it isn't, because we can wipe this guy out. I'm almost sure of it. But we're kind of isolated here, so if he happens to get the better hand on us, we're kind of screwed. I'm going to move over here to the ruins so I can capture that. Bam, another village. And, alright, let's end this turn. Alright. And now we can see the Umaji. For the experienced guys out there, that halo, just letting you know if you didn't know this, that halo means that he's an ally. So that's a good thing. If you see the red, obviously that means that you've attacked him, which I just did. Because I want that city. I want GG. GG. That's what I'm going to be telling him in a few moments. And, well, now there's no red, but now he's not an ally anymore. Okay. Going for that other city. I'm gonna upgrade. Well, I'm gonna get these ruins. So the ruins can give you random things. So we just got old scrolls of wisdom. The old scrolls of wisdom are just random text that they give you for free. I happen to get archery, which is actually pretty decent. Because I can probably use that in this city when I try to take this guy out and just shoot him from a distance and just move in with the warriors, with the soldiers, whatever you want to call them. All right, let's upgrade this town. Next turn, it will be upgraded. And this town, this one's a little bit dry on resources, but that's okay for right now. All right. Okay, good. And he has city walls, see? Now, general rule of thumb, the less troops that you lose, the better your score is going to be at the end of the game. But sometimes you got to make sacrifices. Alright, so we just ran to the IMO, which they're not that difficult to beat depending on what stage you catch them. They're actually one of the weaker tribes in the game. They have with the new update, they do have a new ability which actually does give them a very good advantage, but they're still not that powerful. Gonna go for that city. Gonna explore what's over there. And let's okay. Let's get some fishing action going on over here. Bam. Kapuya, Kapuya. Star power, baby. Alright.